everybody doing? How's everybody doing? About to get started. What's good? What's good? Hope everyone's been staying safe in those markets. I've been chilling. It's been a chill month for me, but great year. What a year. What a couple of years it's been, especially with crypto. I haven't been trading gold that much this month, to be honest. I know you guys always want to know. You'll see me get back into the phase. Like I don't like worry about the market as much as you guys do, right? I've been trading for 11 years, so it's different, right? Different perspectives, right? I'm not always really caring about gold. I have my phases. So just make sure you guys stay locked in, because when you see me rolling again, you don't want to miss it. I did tell you guys though, a bit ago, 33.15 yesterday. I told you guys about it. Good look, easy buys. Like yesterday, it was easy buys. The sell didn't happen. Sells might happen, but gold overall bullish. Like there was a sell this morning, short term. There was a nice little sell this morning, and then it pulled back up. Overall, like this, if you can, there's a lot of stuff I teach on here with you guys. Overall, like if you can see the structure shift that it's made, you broke this high, right? You did get a good shift up in price. You took out this high. So being above this high could be like a bullish characteristic, right? Because you're above this high, breaking out. You did shift up. And like we were on the bigger piece, like you have this low, you have this high, and you just made this low yesterday. So if you could see this part of the chart, right? If you guys understand what we have here, right? This could be a breakout. Potentially on the bigger picture, right? If you're looking at like this as maybe a low, it's a high. Market maybe made a low here, potentially going up. Like you got a nice anchor down there. I like to call it like an anchor in price. It's been a good year. Like made just in the last 60 days, well over 7 figures. Just because of crypto. So, in a couple months, watch what happens in a couple months. You guys watch. Like it's gonna happen again. Watch what happens. Watch what happens after September. I'm just following like everybody has their own investing plans too. Like I'm following plans that I made 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 2 years ago. So if you don't always see me active sometimes, it's because I'm just following a bigger plan that I've had for years. Right now, when my portfolio is fluctuating multiple 6 figures a day, I'm not always worried about day trading. Like yesterday portfolio was 350,000 down. Today it's up. Like when your portfolio is fluctuating 300K, 400K, 500K, or even just 6 figures on a day, up and down, not just up, not just green, right? You're not always focused on just your day trading plan, you're scalping little things, like when you're fluctuating. Yesterday, I was saying on a stream yesterday, because the market was down, remember? If anyone was on yesterday, I was saying, fuck, I'm down 350K today. I'm going to go sleep it off or something. Wake up tomorrow. Like, today it's plus 151. Like, it's like, perspective for you. It's a long game, too. It's a long game. Like, I got plans. I got strategy. Like, I'm focusing on crypto a lot with the market research, Ethereum. I mean, there's so much stuff I've talked about over the last couple months. It's like, what more do we need to, like, how much more research do we need to do? The picture's already clear. I would say, if you've been on the live streams consistently, we've dug a lot into crypto over the last couple of months. The picture's been pretty clear for where things are headed, where things are going, right? I mean, I don't know how much more research there is to do. We get headlines every day. If you look at like people, I've been getting a lot of text messages, WhatsApps, everywhere, people messaging me about crypto, asking if like yesterday, last 2 days, if it was worth buying. And I'm getting a lot of those messages. And it's like, Same question I always tell people every single time. People always ask me, is it worth buying? And I'm like, I mean, the bigger picture's been clear. I wouldn't be like, yesterday I was saying I wouldn't be scared of these dips, even if they go lower. Today we're having a green day. Ethereum, sitting above 4,000. It's not looking bad, sitting above $4,000. Like, a lot of people are asking me if they should be buying, and I'm like, well, look at who's buying. Like, I'm like, okay, you know, read to people, friends, associates, or like people I know around the city. Yo, should I buy? Should I buy? I'm like, have you seen the people that are buying? Like, I think Sharplink Gaming bought 188,000 Ethereum yesterday, and Bitmine bought more, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure, yeah, like, pretty sure they did a big buy yesterday. There were some big purchases yesterday on ETH. I know Sharplink Gaming was one of them. Sharplink Gaming, for anybody who's been here, this should be a familiar company to you guys, because the day this company announced they were gonna buy, I posted in Discord for you guys. Like, I think I posted it for everyone. I don't know if I just posted it in Inner Circle, but dealing with some stuff right now too. Just dealing with some business right now too. It's some time ago. Yep. Been dealing with lots of stuff. You guys seen? I've been posting on my Instagram the results and stuff. So a lot, like, I've been showing some of the results, but here and there. But it's been a crazy 30, 40, 60 days. Needless to say. Sharplink Gaming. I don't. When was the day this came out? We this was a bit ago. Sharplink Gaming. I wonder what's going on with that World Liberty. Does anybody have any news on that? Any scoop on World Liberty? I gotta look into that. I've been focused on Ethereum a lot. Sharplink Gaming. I forget when I posted it, but I know I brought it up somewhere in the Discord. Probably was in the Inner Circle one. Because well, the day, this was maybe a month or two ago as well. Yeah, that's too old. Probably was in the Inner Circle one then. Probably somewhere in here. Kind of want to find it just to see kind of when it was. Cause some people are just starting to figure out what Sharplink Gaming is. Big company that started a treasury. It's a big company listed on the New York Stock Exchange. I forget exactly, but I know for a fact, like, anybody who's been following, I talked about it the week it came out. There's just too much stuff. I'll look for it in a bit and I'll find it somewhere. But anyway, they've been still accumulating. I think this might be it. Not just them, but other not just them, but there's other companies. There's been companies that want to file for these reserves on ETH, and one of the first ones we paid attention to was Sharplink, like a little bit ago. And one of the first announcements they did, and it sent their stock price up. So that's a big company. They bought a lot of Ethereum yesterday. They did a big purchase yesterday. 143,000 Ethereum, but I'm pretty sure they did a big purchase yesterday. Yeah, last couple days or so. Yesterday, I saw some big purchases. They're still at it. You got Bitmine as well. Bitmine accumulated more. A good Twitter you guys can keep up, I always tell you. Yeah, Bitmine, they bought more Ethereum yesterday. So point I'm getting to is that people are asking me, like, yo, should I be buying this? And I'm like, I see these guys freaking buying these amounts of Ethereum. like follow the money. Like, I don't have to tell you. Follow the signs, really. Like, if you're seeing, you got Sharplink Gaming acquired 143,000 Ethereum. I saw another 188,000 purchase. This is all one day ago. Like, this is fresh news. Bitmine as well. They did as well. They've been adding 200. There you go. Adds 220 million ETH during Ethereum dip 11 hours ago. You can see this is all the past like day or two, like 48 hours basically. They plan to issue 20 billion though. The crazy thing is what this Bitmine has planned to do. It started with 5 billion. Though there's another company that's going to do 5 billion, but they plan to do a $20 billion purchase, you know, and issue 20 billion worth of stock to buy more ETH. Whether that's $20 billion worth of ETH or just more ETH in general, it's a large number, but they've been accumulating, like you could see yesterday, 220 million. These are big numbers from an institutional level, with what the market has done in historical prices and who was involved, who was really pushing. Like these are pretty big numbers to see. Yeah, so it's getting me like well tomorrow. Like I said, like if I stream, I'm just gonna kind of go over what I'm going over right now until like I haven't really been trading gold. Like I'm just like, if you guys saw like the crypto, like it's just been chilling like season. I'm a seasoned trader, right? I've been doing this 11 years, so I'm not always looking at what like if you guys see, I haven't been posting signals. I haven't been really streaming. I haven't been posting charts because I haven't really been looking at the charts, because like I made $511,000 last month, well this month, so I'm just like kind of tucked in, just taking a step back, gaining some patience, you know, going back, you know, preparing for just creating more energy. That's how you do it. Yeah, like I like, what am I looking at? I'm not really like that on gold right now. If you guys see, I haven't been posting signals, I haven't been posting charts, I haven't been, you know, just been enjoying a bit of my summer here until it's over, you know. You know, I hope you guys one day get to the point where you clear $500,000 in a month profit and you can do whatever you want with your life. All right. Motivation only. Motivation only. Gold does look bullish overall. Like there was like a London bullish, New York bearish this morning. Right? We're not all, you know, chasing the same things every week, right? Some of you guys might be trying to pass a challenge this week, you know, get funded, you know, get to that milestone. We're all some of us have been doing this for 11 years and been profitable for the last 6, 7. So or just sometimes it's like that. It's good to like that's when you've been trust, like otherwise I lose my money. I'm not trying to send it all back to the market. Trust, like take profit. It's good to take profit. It's good to take profit and chill. You'll see, like my plan, I have a plan. I've had a plan. Like my plan is take profit on crypto November, December, make a big trading account, and then chill for a bit. Like I've had a plan for the last 2-3 years. Some of you guys have heard me say it. In crypto, there's, you know, some people who, you know, put 1 to 5% of their portfolio, and then there's some people who are called maximalists. That's someone like me. It does look like it's kind of flipped the switch a bit. Like it is like more bullish. We'll be back soon. Just keep paying attention. We'll be back soon. Yeah, like you do, like this high, you did break above this high, so it is like a shift on that high. Maybe break above 3350, maybe break above, retest 3350. Cause it's this is like a shift. It's like this is a big shift up here above this high here. So it's like nice, like change of character there. It came off at 33.15. 15s are like $5 are nice levels for gold. Obviously you have the zeros, but Even for Ethereum, like I've been watching Ethereum like religiously lately. I've been watching Ethereum more than I watch gold. Like that's why when I watch something, when I'm locked in on something, I'm locked in on it. Like, and when I'm locked in on it, I'm locked in. Like me being locked in on something might be totally different energy than you guys locked in on something. It might be totally different level of efficiency and just time, lack of sleep, up days. Like it might be different. So I don't. Sometimes I sleep whenever, like when I'm just tired. I don't really have a sleep schedule at this point, especially when you're watching your portfolio fluctuate like multiple six figures a day. It's like the $5 work really well on gold, and that's like what I like to use a lot. I find sometimes like the zeros don't always hit, and you gotta lean towards the fives. If like the $5 breaks, goes to the next one. $5 breaks, it goes to the next one. You can kind of think of the zeros like that too, but it like a lot of times you're gonna get that pretty much like if you break a level, you can expect the market to maybe trade like $10 range, either from a $5 or a $10 level. $5 levels work really well, even though like zeros are very popular. You can see like we broke above 33.25 or above this 33.35 level. See what's going on here. Sorry, I got something big going on right now. It's one of my real estate things, so I gotta. Yeah, I gotta sign that. I got something big going on. Real estate, pre-construction. So I'm just kind of busy right now. I'm not busy, but I gotta be attentive. Basically, yeah, it looks like we've shifted above that high. Like it looks overall more bullish. Like the trend is picking up more bullish. Like we've been in a bearish trend. We've been in a bearish trend for a bit. And this could have been like a big shift up. If you flip bearish, like if you're looking for sells, this is when you want to wait for like 4-hour rejection candles. Like pumps up can lead to dumps up. So if you look at gold, anytime it pumps, sells really come in after you get like a big wick followed by a rejection candle or maybe a big rejection candlestick. So like every time it pumps up, you're pretty much like waiting for rejection. Like if you're getting a big pump up in price and you're looking for sells, you don't just gotta guess. You can wait for 4-hour candles to close bearish. That's what I've always done. Like anytime it's kind of pumped, this is a really big pump though, that shifted structure. So you can see like, bam, here. All right, we're above here now. So to me, it's like how I look at this is continuation. Like, can we go up more? Can we come back? Which I kind of did on the 1 hour. There could be a sell that leads into that. There could be a sell that comes before a buy. It could come back maybe down to the high. So it could maybe go from a sell to a buy. It looks like it just gapped up a bit as it's opening. Like I see this shift up from this high here. And yeah, I don't know if you noticed when I came on, I kind of had like a mini trend line drawn downwards. So you could use even 33, like it might try to break above that right there. Yeah, that's when I came on, I don't know if you saw I had that drawn on the chart. So it shifted above there. It does look like this move looks like it's strong enough that it's like, yo, are the bulls back in? What's going on here? There's a pretty big shift up in price. You might see, it looks like bulls have stepped in. Can we break above 33.50? No, sells. There was a short-term sell this morning. Like, it dipped down this morning and it pulled back. Like maybe break even or small loss. Like I wouldn't have been. I got out of that. I was up $400 and then it came back. Like there was this morning there was like a quick London bullish, New York bearish reversal, but it didn't stick forever, because if you look at what the market did here. Like if you were watching New York this morning, there was like a quick sell signal. Like I spotted one this morning. I was literally just looking at my screen and I spotted a quick sell this morning, but it didn't go hundreds of pips. The market ended up bouncing off this high. You had like a big shift out in price, right? Price did end up shifting up above there, breaking, retesting. It may try to even stay above 33.50. Like you might try to go above 33.50. Sells would be like if you're looking for sells, you'd maybe wait for 4-hour rejection. Like you've shifted out of this high, so it does look more bullish on price. Buys were, I did say yesterday 33.15, and I did even say in Discord 33.15 would be a good level to watch down here. I haven't been keeping up with gold the last like couple weeks. I've been heavy on just Ethereum, watching its price, literally watching a bunch of reactions. It moves nice, Ethereum. I've been trading it. You guys probably saw me trading a lot, dog with hat, Solana. I've been trading ETH too, like here and there, learning it. I mean, remembering it too, like, because the market's not always like this, and it just reminds me of like March of, when was it, over here? No. Yeah, it reminds me of over here. It reminds me of over here. It reminds me of certain things I've been through before. Like, so it's like, I remember on March. Yeah, it was this March. There was a March. Where was that March? There was a March. It was more recent. Might have been in here. It might have been in here. What March was it? Here we are. This phase in here. This. Yeah, this. Reminds me, like this. It reminds me of just somewhere I've been before. Something I recognize. Something I feel. When you have intuition, when you've spent as much hours like as I have, like I wasn't the type of guy to be on Zoom calls. I was just always locked in on the chart, practicing the skill set. You have feelings for things, and sometimes those things are things you can't even teach at times. So it's like where we've been right now is somewhere I've been before. So it's familiar. And is it there every day? No, it's not. But it can be very profitable if you lock in. I mean, you just got to get used to it. I stick to forex.com. I've always said that. Forex.com, like I'll look at them both, and you just got to get used to them. It's not going to be perfect. Just don't overthink it. Just follow, look for a clean rejection candle. If something's clean, it's clean. Just follow, keep it simple. If you look at gold, if you follow gold's rejection candles on the 4-hour, there's a green one here. Just follow the rejection candles. It can be very fractal if you just keep it simple. There's rejection here. There's a big wick down on there. Like, it's not always going to be perfect, but if you can just follow the flow of the candles, you'll probably get a rejection candle on gold coming. It'd be better just chill and wait for that, because you've had extreme bullish. There's not really much room to buy. Like, obviously price can go up, but the setup for bullish, the way we trade, would be if it comes back down, right? If it makes a retracement. Well, the way that we trade, we need like a retracement, right? But the way that we trade, like, it's like here. No, it'd be better to try to see if there's a rejection candle or you get a wick. you'll probably get one that could take you down in price to set up for a buy. It looks like we shifted out. It looks like to me we've got like a nice shift out. This thing was in a downtrend here. The only other way we kind of trade is more like, okay, if it keeps continuing up, we could see if it tries to stay above 33.50. Like if it keeps going up, like we don't have to look for buys. We could just let it do its thing. You could more try to see if rejection sells come in because it's at 33.50. So one thing I've always done is if it's at a situation like this, it's either wait for a rejection candle or let it go up. Like let it go up and let that retracement come if you're looking for a buy. It's more like buy is like look for retracement or continuation. Buy is like look for retracement, or a buy would be like getting a retracement. That could be like if it continues, if it makes continuation above 33.50, like let's say if it closes bullish above 33.50, because that's a key level. I like to use those levels. They always work in these types of situations. You know, you kind of have like, okay, if this happens, I'll do this, or if this happens, I'll do that. If you get like a bearish rejection candle, I've always liked forex.com more. If you look at most of the signals I've sent, especially in the past, were on forex.com back in the day too, and even more recent. Well, like I usually, if you look at your MetaTrader too, like that could help. Like if you're, or maybe like the platform you have your candles on, your phone, might be like MT5 or something like that. A lot of people use MT5. Even those candles can be very like, I'd say like they're defined. They're very like clear to see rejection on those. You could try to angle to, because like look at down here at 33.15. There was nice rejection. Small red candlestick. That's still like a rejection candlestick doesn't have to be green. It can still be a small candlestick. Remember that too. It doesn't have to be like red doesn't necessarily mean bearish. We've talked about that a lot, and inside the Inner Circle classroom there's conversations on that with candlesticks and the candlestick videos. Like redness doesn't necessarily mean bearish, right? If it's at like a lower point, if it's came after a big move. If you look at gold, like I even said yesterday, I'll go back to yesterday's session and look at the structure. Like pay attention to structure. Gold's about structure. So if you look at yesterday's session, for example, like kind of look at like the angle gold's in. So there's a part like gold really follows structure. Okay, so if you look at like yesterday, for example, where it was in terms of structure, let's say like it's at a lower point. So when we look at gold yesterday, like it's like, okay, it's come off of a bearish move, it's taken out lows. So like structure at this point, it's like it should bounce, whether it's gonna go for a big buy or there should be at least like a bounce here, a recovery. Like if structures move like this, like talking about Ethereum yesterday too. I was saying I was saying yesterday I was getting in Ethereum buys. I gave like a hint. Cause man, I'm trading like the way I'm trading. If you guys saw it, it's not your. It's very personal. Like it's very risk. I'm making my year. I'm making the most of it. Let's just say. So like gold follows a lot of structure. Like if you look at the bearish moves, so 4-hour bearish move. Like this is a small one, but if you consider the wick, it's like very big then. If you look at the bearish moves, they go within structure too. Like they're coming from a high, maybe making a low or taking out a low. This is a strong bearish move. Gold will usually retrace these moves, stabilize, like recover them, bounce at least. And the more you get, like, you might be good at bullish moves. Like, I've been really good at finding the bullish moves. I haven't been so much on the bearish move. You know, I caught a little. There was a small one this morning. Like this year, so there has on my end. It's usually buys this year. If you guys notice, it's weird. Some sells, not really. The bullish moves I find are this year, they just kind of like come after large dumps, faster dumps, big dumps. You just have to wait for like the 4-hour rejection, find a good price level too. If you look at where it is yesterday, it's in a place where, you know, okay, timing too. Like, think about the time this bearish move happened. It's happening through New York session too, a time of the day where if there's buyers in, all those buyers got stop losses taken out. That's one of the things to take into consideration that I've always, you know, been more confident to be like, okay, this buy makes sense to take because probably there was a lot of buyers in here because this was New York hours. Anyone who's bullish probably got stopped out, liquidated, liquidity grabs, right? So time of the day, this bearish move is happening too, but it's structured too. Like, I think gold, you could get good at noticing bullish or bearish structured. Maybe you have like a sense for one, you know. So here, like if we look at this, the sell didn't happen. You could have caught like there was a short signal sell. Like it reacted around 25-30 area for a bit. Like it went down to like 21 or 18, I think. Like here. There was a bit of a reaction in that area, like around that area, a little bit. The more you watch gold, like the more you'll get used to, yeah, it should bounce back to here. Like it's here, it's not about looking for the sell here, it's maybe catching the buy. It's like, okay, I see the sell, maybe there's a sell, but okay, the buy is likely to happen because we just dumped. Like it's, the more you watch these moves happen or stuff like that. So like where it's at right now, it's like you might see a buy, but there could be a sell before a buy or a breakout before a buy, but you could even watch, like it's at 33.50. That's a key level, like $25. Every $25, trust me, on gold. I started studying this stuff 9 years ago, a long time ago, and I've seen it play out time and time again, especially the $25 levels. Those are really reliable. If you're looking right now, we're at a $25 level, 50. We're at a half level, 50 level. So right now, sorry guys, I'm just dealing with something too right now. So see me on my phone. Right now, like you could, like not right now, but in the next, so 4 hours from now, you gotta think, okay, this 4 hour just open, market just open. There's time to get rejection. Price could spike up. Price could spike up and still end up closing down bearish at this level. You're at an area where you could get a rejection candle coming in. Personally, though, I see you guys asking in the chat. I've always liked forex.com because I think if you look at MT5, the candles are pretty closer to forex.com. I find a lot of times similar. Like you could even like look at your phone. I always like to. I'm good at looking at my phone. Like I can recognize my phone. The other day I was gonna send a signal, and I was just watching my phone. I was gonna send a signal in the inner circle chat the other day, right here. After this candle, and I was just I wasn't on the laptop, I was on my phone, and I was getting ready to send a signal, and price left it moved 40 pips, and I was like, that was pretty much like almost take profit one. I was like, ah man, it ruined it. I wasn't quick enough. But a lot of times I like the view of the phone. I don't know, my eyes are adjusted to it well, I think, because of just how much screen time I've spent looking at the phone over the years. You kind of just get naturally adapted to it. But honestly, like trading gold's pretty simple. Once you learn just market structure, rejection candles, and some timing, you don't always got to be looking for trades aggressively on it. 4 hours pretty good. Like when you learn its moves, if you just look at again, the only buys you've got, like look at where the buys you've gotten on gold, they've all come after a strong bearish move. So there's some fire videos in my inner circle that you guys have. Anyone in my inner circle has access to that section where I talk about it takes a move to make a move. There's videos about that, how it takes a move to make a move. Anybody who's in my inner circle. If you go, I don't know if it's under masterclass or something, but I know there's some videos where I talk about how it takes a move to make a move. So to make a bullish move, in essence, it takes a bearish move to make that bullish move. If you look at the buys really just come after, and it's not like there's a lot of buys on the 4 hour. You're getting 1, 2, 3. So maybe a problem a lot of you guys are having is you're looking for this buy every moment. You're like, it's like, okay, look at this. You got 4 clean buys on the 4 hour there. Maybe a problem a lot of you guys are having is you're always looking, like you're just having maybe too much time in trades. Because if you look, like, there's a buy here, there's a buy here, there's clean buys on the 4 hour, but they come after a significant move. Like it takes letting things happen in the market for things to essentially happen. Like it takes letting a move. Like look at right now, we had a pump up. So right now we have a pump. So it takes a buy to create a sell in essence, really. Right, so this could turn into a sell. Like it could. We're not in, no, I don't know if we're in sells. The zone I said was like it could maybe be like 33.46, 33.48, but or like 33.50 area realistically. What 6:20? You got 3 hours on this candle. Like this candle or the next one could possibly reject. If not, you could still I would say you could probably get rejection from spending some screen time now, because honestly this is the most screen time I've probably spent on gold in like 2 weeks, because I've barely been on gold. But like you could probably, I would say more rejection, looking for a bearish rejection. If price just remains super bullish, then you could look for this as like a secondary option, but maybe we come back to this high. It could go, because in essence, like it's the pumps create the dumps too. Like, you know, pumps create the dumps. So obviously you have these dumps to create the pumps. One thing, like it takes a move to make a move in any market really. What's Ethereum at? I want to see. Okay. I like Ethereum. Look at every $100 is clean. If you put your $100 on ETH, look at this morning. You gotta you gotta study the $100 you gotta take like a, so I'm gonna be on Inner Circle in like 2 hours. Tonight I'll be on Inner Circle a bit. Yeah, I'll be on the Inner Circle in a bit. We have an Inner Circle session tonight. We'll be live in Inner Circle tonight, but if you take, I'm gonna explain this, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm explaining. If you take $1,000 range, 4,000 to 5,000, and you break it down into $100 grids, $100 sections. So basically, we're gonna take $5,000 to $4,000. That's $1,000 range, $4,000 price. I'm gonna take my camera off for this part so you guys can see the price more. All right, so pay attention because I'm gonna explain this. All right, so you have if you take $1,000 price range, like 4,000 to 5,000, that's like a major distance. It helps you define a higher and lower point, like grid, maybe supply and demand, premium, discount, cheaper, expensive. Some of the words we can use when it comes to higher could be known as supply, or it could be known as something expensive, or like a premium, or lower could be known as cheaper, demand, support, resistance, right? In essence, but you take every $100, good prices. Some stuff you can study with ETH. How I like to trade it. These are prices you should study if you want to learn how to trade Ethereum. If you want to learn how to day trade it, or even if you just want to learn how to trade it, like I don't trade Ethereum all the time. I'm taking advantage. Like what a lot of people don't understand is why I've been heavy into crypto and locked in crypto is because I'm taking advantage of what's in front of me. I'm not like taking advantage of what's here, because it might not. What if every year you want to perform, right? You want to beat the market every year. Taking advantage of what's here, the bull, right? The bull. taking advantage of the bull, right? Business, 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 business. Yeah, look at that, eh? I mean, we know who's buying. People have been asking me. Bitmine, like I don't want. It's not again, not like that's iBit. Oops, where's the Bitmine? iBit went up today. Bitmine emergence, like not financial advice. Like I'm not gonna. This isn't financial advice, but I've been accumulating this. I actually like bought it up here. So the first purchase I did was up here. The last purchase I did was yesterday. So a lot of you guys have been asking me about Bitmine. Like, you gotta buy it through. Depends where you live too. Like you don't buy it like crypto. It's a stock. It's on the New York Stock Exchange. So there's a lot of platforms you can find that you can buy it on. I would just do your research. It's a stock like MicroStrategy. You could probably go to your bank and find it, like that. Like I tell you guys stuff I do. Yeah, Bitmine, Immersions, Technologies Incorporated. It's a stock on the New York Stock Exchange. There's apps that you can literally purchase it on. If you're in the US, there's like, what's that one app called? Like Amila or something like Robinhood, like Robinhood apps. I don't know. It might be on Robinhood for all you know. Something like that. Like check your apps, check your things where you can buy stuff. Like it's probably a bunch of places you can buy it. Look and do it. Do your research. I'll give you guys the sauce, alright? Keep an eye. I would keep an eye on this stock. Just my opinion from my own research. Just something I think of. Yeah. All right. Might be like the next MicroStrategy. And this stock this is Bitmine. Bitmine is the one buying a lot of Ethereum right now. A lot. Tom Lee. He's the one that's saying Ethereum is going to go to like $15,000, $20,000 by the end of the year. His company is acquiring a lot of Ethereum. I think with what they have planned, they want to have like 5% of the market, basically like what Michael Saylor did for MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. Like if you know what MicroStrategy is, which is called Strategy Incorporated now, they adopted the Bitcoin strategy back in like 2020. And this is when like Elon Musk, I remember when Elon Musk was starting to get into crypto and Tesla first started buying crypto and Square, companies like that. Back in like 2020, 2021, I was there for it. This is like, I was do the same way I do research with you guys right now. I would just do on my own back in 20. Like I taught on a platform those days. I would teach for like 1-2 hours a day, but the same way I do research with you guys on sessions with you guys, show you guys how I do is how I've been doing research since 2018 and 2019 and 2020. So like a lot of stuff you see me guys do with you guys, I've been doing for years. So like a lot of it's just basic stuff for me. Like it's nothing new. Like it's stuff that I've done for years now. Like if you don't know, now you know. MicroStrategy adopted the Bitcoin strategy here, right? All right. So like back over here is when they started adopting the Bitcoin strategy, like in this phase over here, right? Before we got to like where we are now with this. So it might be something there. I basically what it looks like, again, Bitmine, Tom Lee is trying to do with his stock is what this company did, what Michael Saylor did with this. In essence, MicroStrategy or BitMine immersions might be the next like MicroStrategy, but for Ethereum, like we'll see how that goes. I mean, something I've been looking into. Maybe Robin, maybe like platforms like that. It's low. I don't even. This thing. What? Oh yeah, they already had a rally. Tom Lee. If you go watch interviews of Tom Lee back when Bitcoin was like trading between $3,000 and $6,000, he would be live. And they were calling him crazy. Like the people are calling him crazy. Some of the interviewers were like, "You're crazy," thinking. There's a funny interview of him on CNBC where he's like, I think if the average person put 1% of their portfolio into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's trading at like $6,000 at the time. Meanwhile, the lady's calling him crazy. She's like, "You're crazy if you think the average person or investor or retail investor should put 1% of their portfolio into Bitcoin." She's probably like, look at that, like, and he's just like, trying to educate her, like he's just being informative. That was back then. I was in 2020, 2021. I remember that interview. It's funny. You could probably find it on YouTube or Twitter. It's funny, where this lady calls him crazy about how he says he's like 1% allocation in Bitcoin is good. I think for everyone. Everyone should do that. He's saying like everyone in the world, every investor, and the lady's like, "You are crazy." She's like, "You're out of your mind." And meanwhile, $110,000 later, you can find that interview. You can find it. Type in like CNBC interview calls her crazy. Calls Tom Lee crazy or something. I have to go, guys. I have to run it short. But I'm going to be on Inner Circle in 2 hours. In a couple of hours, I'm going to jump on Inner Circle, so we'll be live. I have to run tonight short. Gold. But yeah, back to this Ethereum thing. Gonna run today short. Look at today. Like if you study these prices, you'll understand what I'm talking about. You may get good at it, like I am. Price is key, especially after like significant movement down, waves down. Like if you look at Ether, it's made some nice waves down. Like we have like up here, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it's already completed a 5-wave down here inside of a retracement. So if you're talking about retracements, like retracements can have like 5 waves down, kind of like what gold just had. Like this could have completed like a retracement here, trying to potentially like go and break out, to the upside, stay above 4,000. It looks like we're still maintaining that $4,000 price. Now, look, like I've seen this a lot where you get, you're getting lower lows, nice corrections. Look at where this ended off. It's already deep enough. Like it came to 4,100. I was saying on Saturday, and even yesterday, these are lower prices. Like we're coming to lower prices. Like this is what I mean by like, you want to be looking for cheaper prices, lower prices. Like 4,100 got tapped, 4,200. That area, like we're getting closer to 4,000. You'll always see the market find demand at lower prices, especially if you're like gridding this like the way I am. You grid this, like I like to take $1,000 ranges, like 5,000 to 4,000. So I understand 5,000 is the high. That's like expensive. So 4,900 is also high. 4,800 is high. 4,700 is high. 4,000 is low. 4,100 is low. 4,200 is low. 4,300 is low. And then you kind of have like a middle threshold. You can take ranges and kind of look at them like that. Like if you take 3,000 to 4,000, in the middle you have 3,500. All right. Still above 4,000. Like if Ether holds above 4,000 until September, it could still rip. The $100 are nice if you're looking for, like, if the market's at the right price time too. Like, that's where you're usually gonna find your orders, is at good prices or 50s. Like, I don't have time to do this whole entire training. This is just a brief example. But if you're gonna be looking at Ether, you got to be looking at the $100 levels and the $50 levels, which are quite free if you're trying to day trade or scalp it. But if you're trying to even just like look for swings at times, or just like trades that come within cycles, like if there's been some good like look down here at 3,900. Look at this, is 4,000 right here. This is 3,800. Down here, 3,700, 3,600. You can see how the price waves. Like, look at 3,800. How it gets above 3,800, retest it. Goes to 3,900, retest it. It's clean. Respective to price. In the right time, the right phase, like, price could be extremely bullish for a week. And you have price just being respected, respected, respected. Yeah, it does, actually. It looks similar to gold. Like, they have a similarity. Breakout, shift, maybe. Trying to happen. Like, gold has, yeah, waves down too. Gold was just in a downtrend, but it might have just broken out of, like, enough weight. Like, so if we're counting waves, it's like, okay, we have a high, we have a low, we have another high. We made a low, we have highs, we have low. Like, this could have been a retracement, or trying to be. And this is like your flag pattern. You have your low, you have your high, and you're trying to break out. But I got to wrap it up for the day, guys. All right. Alrighty. I gotta go though, guys. I just came to pop on a little update. It's been a it's been a month. Gold's been in consolidation, like downtrend. Like, it's been in like a downtrend. It's had some down, but like this has been some big consolidation, really. Summer consolidation, maybe. I think it'll probably rally like end of the year, maybe November, December, January. Seasonality months where it's bullish. There's seasonality months where gold's more bullish. Daily big engulfing though on gold. We had a big engulfing, so it shifted out bullish. Yeah, it does look like, yeah, they do look this. Yeah, it does look similar. Yeah, wow. Yeah, they do. Yeah, there it is. I see it. Yeah, some similar. Yeah, the retracement of it. Yeah, that's funny. And today's movement, literally. This high is important because that's like a structure shift. So I'm seeing a few things on gold one of those days. Upside maybe. Trend break. The next bullish zone would be the next, where would the next bullish zone be? Farther away would be 3,300, 3,385 area. That would be your next bullish zone. That's far though. Like, that's not gonna happen today. I mean, tomorrow's a big day, but like down here, like if we ever get in there, that would be your next bullish zone. But it's kind of far away, but you could keep it just marked just in case. 3,300, 3,385 area. There's an order block there, and it's a discounted area, but you could keep that marked just maybe for the near future in case. 3,300, 3,285 area. I might upload some charts tonight, but soon you guys will see me getting back into the swing of things. I've had a long month. I've barely been sleeping, honestly. I mean, it's hard. I have a hard time sleeping. Like, I can sleep, but once I'm up, and then I can't get tired. You'll watch 3350 for rejection, but remember, if gold is bullish, like if it's flipping bullish, it could go for like a break and retest of 3350. All right. Now I'm gonna be on later tonight in a couple of hours. Maybe do some training and look at the charts. Crypto, probably a little bit of crypto talks, but I wouldn't fear the dips on the market. I wouldn't fear them. I wouldn't be fearful. Alrighty. Yeah, I wouldn't fear the dips. A lot of people are asking me, like people, like this scares people. I mean, when you had enough time in the market, you don't get phased out by things, especially if you have a long-term vision. Wonder if we stay above here. Probably could. From now, it's looking like it, and it's looking like ETH strong candle today. There's probably more buys today, and then this will update. Yeah, this will update. There was outflows yesterday, but this will update. This will update. We'll see what happened today, later tonight, closer to like midnight, I think. But aside from that, like, you have these purchase, like, it's not just all about the ETFs. Like, there's a lot of other mass adoption happening elsewhere, like I mentioned before. I personally think, like, I want ETH to stay above 4,000. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, can we stay above 4,000? If you were on my call Saturday, Inner Circle, I said that. And if you're on the call yesterday, the last two calls I did, I've been saying, like, try to see if it stays above 4,000. But yeah, yo, I gotta wrap it up. I'm gonna be on Inner Circle later tonight, guys. I'll be on later, yo. How do you know when how do you know? So it's kind of like the how do you know some buyers have stepped in? It's like the volume that's taken over. It's like the magnitude. That's the word. Like, look how big this move is. It's like shifted structure, and it's taken out that high. Like, these are kind of gradual buys, gradual. Okay, like, this went down, and we made this low. It's like a significant shift that tells there's good buying momentum, that, okay, even if price falls, it probably turned into a buy. It almost looks like a head and shoulders when we look at it now, like that, right? Kind of like a inverted. See? Like an inversion. I don't know if you can see it. So it's like the magnitude of the movement, how the movement, where the movement comes from and where it delivers to. Like, did it take out a structure? Did it take out a significant point? Sir, buyer, sorry, lost $100. We're not trading. I'm not giving entries. I'm just going over stuff. I don't know what's going on. You guys always want perfect entries, man. Like, man, guys, absorb the knowledge, absorb the material. Trust, like, learn this stuff too, guys. Teach a man to fish, learn how to fish. You know that saying? You could, like, it doesn't have to be a trade right now. It's 6:45 in the afternoon too. It doesn't have to be a trade right now. You could be watching this 4-hour rejection candle for the next bid and wait for it to reject and see if it gives you a sign of rejection. Or you could trust price and just trust price. Watch, like, when I give signals, when I send signals, they're usually pretty on point. and I wait. I don't always just like. I'm not always waiting for X, A, B, A, B, C. If I spot something, I spot something. But if okay, like I know where price is. I know it's at a high point. So, okay, there might be a sell. Got that in mind. Got a bias, or I got an idea of a bias, or I have anticipation of where price is, maybe what movement it could do, right? Some anticipation of what could happen, right? So it's now I can keep an eye on things. And if, check up on things. If I see something there, it could be there at the right moment. But realistically, there's 3 hours on this candle. I could wait for this candle to close and see if it finishes bearish or gives me signs of rejection and then go in on it. Or trust price. There's so many ways to do things, right? That honestly, like I've made profit from doing it the way I do things, the way I teach things. It's not always perfect. Bro, like there's like look at the market. Like if it's either going to be like you're either going to get a sell like or a buy. Like wait for the confirmations, right? There's not a sell here right now, but you can obviously see where the market is and maybe it'll go for a sell. If not, you have to be kind of prepared for what else the market could do. Because if you look at this, there is bullish momentum on gold because it did shift structure. If you understand the charts, you can understand price broke above this high and shifted structure out. So that leads to the fact that there is bullish momentum, which means price could continue. So you have to be prepared for both sides. Maybe this isn't a market for everyone. Like trading's for everyone, no, not for anyone. I'm telling you. Like I'm gonna give you guys the clues tonight, but I'm not gonna drop a signal tonight. Like unless I watch the charts for the next 4 to 8 hours. Maybe there's a signal tonight, but I haven't been sending signals. No, I haven't been sending signals. But when I do, they're pretty on point. But I just wait. Like I wait until I see something that makes me confident, something that's there, that's clear. That would have been like yesterday would have been a perfect signal because there was an easy buy. Here, there's like, you could see, like it's afternoon where the market just opened. We're doing some like markup. Like this is a good time to mark up the charts, maybe start forming a bias or multiple biases even. Like, or not multiple biases, but different plans. Well, I look at the candle. It has 3 hours remaining on it. This candle could go up in 3 hours. And then what? You could still wait and watch this level for a candlestick. Like if you're going to sell, it's like wait for a candle that goes like this, perhaps. Wait for a bearish candlestick. And then that's a good sign that, okay, sellers are in the market. Maybe wait for like an actual rejection candlestick. Right? You could wait. Like even this candle could turn into that. Now you have to understand candlestick analogy. Some of you guys got to spend time with your candlesticks watching them. Because this current candlestick has 3 hours left. This candlestick could spike up and come back down and form a wick and end up forming like a rejection candle. You got to understand kind of where you are in price too and what price could do based on where it is. Because this candle could also break out as an engulfing candle. And then what? Then it's like, okay, we know the buyers are in. We're looking for continuations after that. So it's like at this level, you could wait and see if you get like a rejection candle if you're looking for sells. So that would be like a sell setup. There's no buy setup here. Buying here would be aggressive, but that doesn't mean price can't go up from here because of what it's done recently. Cut myself. But a buy setup for me, way I trade, I'd have to let price go up and give me a retracement for a buy setup or use something on like a smaller time frame. I might be trying to get above 3350. Oh, how did I do that? 4 hour, you can always lean to by looking for like a rejection candle. It could be a bearish rejection on the 4 hour. I gotta go, those guys. I gotta go. I'll be on later in Inner Circle. Those of you guys in my Inner Circle, the link should be in the classroom. That is, I'll drop the link though in a bit. We'll be live in a bit in Inner Circle. Yeah, like there'll be time, guys. Look what like there we go. Just stay locked in. Stay locked in. when I send a signal, don't miss it. Okay. When I send a signal, don't miss it. It'll be random. Next week I send 5 signals, and it's like, what the fuck? You could get rejection here. Like it could get bearish. Like wicks can happen if you get a big wick up, and then price comes back down. Or this candle, so it's understanding time. This candle is 3 hours, so there's a lot of time for this candle to do something. It's a lot of time for this candle to move up and down, fluctuate or consolidate. It hasn't defined itself necessarily, but like when I look at a candlestick like this with 3 hours and where it is, it's like, okay, this candle could turn into a rejection candle, or it could manipulate, spike up, come back down, and then the next candle rejects. And then I like to look at, a lot of like most of the signals I've sent this year have been on this analogy and this concept. And that's why I don't send when I send signals, when I'm active sending signals, it's usually 2 to 3 a week max in that range, but they're accurate because I'm waiting for this concept. Like it might not be a whole lot of signals, but usually they're accurate because I'm usually waiting for 4-hour setups like this, whether it's bullish or bearish. Bearish would be perfect example of bearish would be where the market was yesterday. A perfect example would be bullish. Yesterday is a really good example actually, because if you watch the 2 candles that came after, or they were nice. So yesterday is a good example of bullish. You could be a 4-hour trader, and you might be two trades a week. If you're looking at 4-hour clean rejections, but they could be accurate trades, accurate moves that get you in for a period of time. Maybe some weeks 2 to 3 a week setups that you might see. That's what I've taught a lot in my. If you go, those of you guys that are in my Inner Circle, that's what I've taught a lot in the classroom and on the previous the recorded sessions from February all the way to April. But yeah, yo, I gotta go. I know I've been saying that, but I actually gotta go. Peace. I'll see everybody later.